Hi, I'm Marissa with Dollar Sprout, and today we're talking all about a super easy budgeting framework that you can implement in your budget today. Budgeting is a fundamental for personal finance. Some people may think that a budget is restrictive, but I think that it's honestly quite the opposite. Instead, I believe that a budget gives you permission to spend. A budget allows you to assign every dollar a name at the beginning of the month and gives you a plan for your life and your money. Overall, a budget should reflect your needs, wants, and goals in life and how you allocate your money. But if you're a budgeting beginner, you may feel a little bit confused in where to start. And that's where this framework of budgeting comes into play. The 50-30-20 budgeting framework is a super simple and easy tool that allows you to budget for things that you need, you want, and also working on savings and other financial goals. So if you don't know how much you should be budgeting for all different categories, then this is a great framework to start with. This method breaks down your budget by 50% going to needs, 30% going to wants, and 20% going towards savings. So here are some things that will fit into each of those categories. First, the 50% that goes towards your needs. Now these are true and basic necessities that you would need to live off of. Things like rent, mortgage, utilities, gas, standard groceries, even minimum payments on outstanding debt. Another item that would go into this category is minimal clothing, because as much as you want to save money, you probably also shouldn't walk around with a bunch of holes in your clothes. I have definitely learned that lesson myself. This 50% needs category does not include the extras like eating out or cable, nor does it include those weekly Starbucks runs. These are just the basics that you would truly need month to month. So take a look at your budget and add up all of these categories and see what percentage this makes of your total income. It should be around 50%. And now things get a little bit more fun. Moving into the next section is 30%, and this goes towards your wants. I love that this is a part of this 50-30-20 budget because it allows you the permission to spend on things that aren't necessities and things that would allow you to enjoy life a little bit more. It gives you the permission to spend on those wants while also still maintaining balance in your budget and accomplishing financial goals. So here are some things that might fall into this 30% wants category. Things like eating out, going on vacations, going to movies or sports events. Additional shopping for things like home decor, handbags, other clothing items that honestly aren't a necessity, but still look super cute. Other things that fall into this category even include those Starbucks runs, as well as that high-speed internet, which is not a necessity, and that data bill for your cell phone. This category encompasses all of the fun and extras that you don't need to survive each month. So take a look at your budget and add up all of those categories that include things that are wants, the things that aren't necessities and can bring some joy and fun into your life. All of these things should add to about 30% of your monthly budget. I know that one of my favorite things to spend on in this wants category is vacations and Starbucks runs. I am looking forward to our next vacation. We are going to Hawaii in a couple months and we've been saving diligently for this trip. I also am a huge fan of going to Starbucks, but I make sure that I just include it in my budget. And therefore, I allow myself the permission to spend on a weekly Starbucks run every Monday morning. You'll find me at Starbucks because it's already put into my budget. And the last section of this budget framework is 20% that goes towards savings. This is basically the section of this framework where you are using your money to increase your net worth. This section includes things that you're saving for, like an emergency fund, your 401k through an employer, and IRA contributions. But this section even includes debt payments. So if you are in debt and your financial goal right now is to work on becoming debt-free, then this is a section that you would use to work on accomplishing that financial goal. Note that your minimum payments would be taken care of in that 50% of the necessities part, and so you can use this additional part of your budget to work on paying off this debt as soon as possible. This is probably my favorite section of this framework because it allows you to be able to work on accomplishing those financial goals. This 50-30-20 framework provides great balance for your overall budget, and I love how it allows you to be able to focus on the things that you need, the things that you want, while also working on accomplishing your financial goals. But that also doesn't mean that you need to follow it exactly. For example, if you're really serious about getting out of debt, maybe you limit that wants category, meaning that you sacrifice going out to the movies or eating out just for a season so that you can put more towards working on your financial goals. My husband and I finished paying off $87,000 of student loan debt in about 2.5 years, and I will say that we did definitely sacrifice a lot of these wants for a season. But once we were debt free, we were able to do a lot more things and really enjoyed life, like going on additional vacations to Hawaii. We even went on a cruise and got to go to Disneyland, all within about a year of each other once we were debt free. And I will say, now we do have such great balance in our budget between spending money on our needs, our wants, and our financial goals. With a 50-30-20 budgeting framework in place, you're ready to cover your needs, enjoy life, and work on that savings. I love this framework of budgeting because it gives you the permission to do all three of these things with your money, which creates balance and sustainability. And as a tip, if you are new to budgeting, remember that it takes about 3 months of budgeting to get in the full habit of it. So if your first couple months don't go so well, that's totally okay. Take what you learned and apply it to the next month and keep going. So I hope that you learned something new today about budgeting, and especially with the 50-30-20 budgeting framework. Remember that a budget doesn't need to be restrictive, but instead gives you permission to spend in all areas of life. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the Dollar Sprout YouTube channel for more videos. And with that, I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye guys.